Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and my fellow colleagues, and thank you for allowing me to rise to urge passage of House Resolution 750, which declares May 1st, actually, 2014, as Loyalty Day in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Now, this was first established by President Dwight Eisenhower back in 1958. Loyalty Day is an opportunity for all American citizens to reaffirm their loyalty to the United States and celebrate their freedom, a freedom that was secured by the blood and the sweat and the sacrifice of many of our countless patriots that placed our country above themselves. And William Penn, he had a great saying. He said, "A nation is not great by virtue of its wealth, but by the wealth of its virtue." I always love that saying because there are few places that you can find more virtue than in the hearts of our American veterans who have sacrificed so much for our nation and for our liberty. And we still are a beacon of hope and light in the world. You heard that a few weeks ago when the Iraqi pastor was here and prayed for our country and blessed us for what we do. Many of you know I lived in North Korea for a year as an international diplomat. And there, as the only American living there, I saw the ultimate oppression of people suffering under totalitarianism. And by contrast, Americans are a free people. And we have the beauties of the liberties and the freedoms of speech, the freedom of religion, freedom of the press, the right to keep and bear arms, the freedom from government search and seizure, unreasonable searches and seizure. And with God's help, we'll continue to enjoy these rights as long as America remains a free nation. It's no secret that, like so many other great figures in American history, President Eisenhower knew that our liberty cannot be maintained solely by our own efforts, but only with divine aid. So I close, Mr. Speaker, with this quote by President Eisenhower to the American Legion in 1955. He said, "Each day we must ask that Almighty God will set and keep His protective hand over us, that we may pass on to those who come after us the heritage of a free people, secure in their God-given rights and in full control of a government dedicated to the preservation of those rights." And that's what Loyalty Day is all about, Mr. Speaker. Celebrating our freedom, honoring our veterans, and declaring our loyalty to the American public. So I thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I encourage everyone to vote yes on House Resolution 750.